Hello you guys. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that has a lot of controversy around it. Also something that I have been wanting to talk about for a while now. Also, it's just a topic that I want to have my own story on, a very authentic, just genuine, I just want you guys to know how I feel about it because I don't want people to hear it from interviewers or anything. I'm acting so serious, you guys. I'm excited to film this today. I need to calm down and stop acting so nonchalant. I'm excited to talk about this. I grew up on a family vlog channel. I've talked about it a few times on TikTok. I've made a couple TikTok videos about it. Mentioned it in some YouTube videos, but I want to make a video just for this topic so that I can kind of just tell my story, stand on my story, and kind of move on, because I feel like I'm kind of not living in the past but dwelling on it a little bit, and I keep getting interviewers asking me about it, so I just want to kind of tell my story, tell my perception of it, and then kind of just move on, I guess, or just stop bringing it up and stop talking about it, because it's just at some point you have to let the past go and stop, you know? I feel like I'm gonna disappoint a lot of people that like the dirt and the nitty-gritty and just the haters that want the drama, because I really enjoyed growing up on a family vlog channel. I am very, very lucky and grateful to say that, because I know that other people did not have that same experience. And I'm also only really talking for myself. I know that my siblings, I think they enjoyed it too. I don't really speak for them. I'm sure they all have their own opinions on the topic, but I personally literally had the best childhood ever, you guys. Sorry to the haters that want the nitty-gritty drama. You're not getting it. That's also the other thing about this topic, is I've had interviewers and very prestigious companies reach out, or not companies, networks I guess, reach out wanting my story, and the second they hear that it's positive, they don't want my story anymore. That's why I'm also making a YouTube video about it, because I just want to tell the truth. I'm not gonna try to interlace just deceptive behavior to make it sound like the drama. I don't know. Basically, if you're Avia, I just started following you a couple months ago, what the hell are you talking about? Let me clear it up. My father started filming YouTube videos back in 2009. Pretty sure, I keep saying pretty sure because I don't want to sound cocky, but I think we are the first family vlog channel to do it. You know when you're a kid and your parents use Windex to clean glass, and so when you grow up and you move out and you buy your own apartment or house or whatever, you start using Windex to clean glass? It's just I kind of grew up doing it, and so it's all I ever knew. It never really felt like it was different than what other kids experience. From a very young age, I have memories of my dad filming me and my siblings with a cute little white flip camera. As a kid, I just remember thinking okay, yeah. It never felt off or different, because it's just what I always knew. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but as a kid, I didn't see anything wrong with it. One of the very first memories I have of being vlogged, I remember we filmed a skit, and it started with my dad laying on the couch, and it was so fun. We stole the keys from my dad while he was asleep, and we went and got ice cream, and it was so fun to film. I just remember not really thinking much of it. I just remember thinking oh, this is life, this is normal. It didn't really occur to me until I was a little bit older that a lot of kids don't actually grow up like this. I think someone asked me when I was in first grade, they were do you realize this is not a normal job? Usually kids' parents have to go to work, they have to go to a 9 to 5, and they don't sit at their computer and edit videos of you hanging out with your siblings, you know? I think when I eventually learned that, I kind of realized that, oh, this isn't normal. But with that being said, growing up doing it, guys, I liked it. As a kid, you love attention. I mean, I still love attention to this day, but especially as a kid, when I would do something and I was Dad, film me, or camera, watch me, I think I used to say hey, camera, watch me. I just remember always having fun with it. We would be at the grocery store, Dad would be filming us, we would be at the dollar store, we would be just messing around in the toy section, and he would vlog it. I just remember thinking this is fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I feel the years 2010 to 2014 were pure peak. We literally got to go to Disneyland for a brand deal. That was our work. And it was wasn't work. We were at Disneyland. I remember going to conventions, being able to meet people. It was so much fun. We weren't allowed to have phones. We weren't allowed to be on social media, which I always was so mad about, because as an 11-year-old, I just wanted to post all my cute things that I got from Claire's. But my parents were always very protective of that, and I think that made me mad until I remember me and my cousins were we shouldn't have been doing this, but we were on our family's computer and we were looking on Wikipedia. I think we were looking ourselves up for fun. And I remember reading a very disturbing comment. I think hearing that at a young age kind of put me into perspective of whoa, this might be a lot of fun and I really enjoy this, but also there's this whole side of the internet that I was not aware about. And I think that was probably the first moment I felt scared being in this industry, because I think my parents did a very good job at protecting me and my siblings from that part of being online. If you guys are longtime viewers, you might remember a company that my dad and other YouTubers started called Maker. Maker was kind of I don't really know how to explain it in adult terms. In kid terms, we would go there after school and we would film skits and we would watch people be on set filming stuff. I remember one day after school, me and my siblings went there and we filmed a music video and it was so fun. We always would just run around the sets and like steal all of the craft service. Literally like had a whole bowl of pineapple once and I had a stomachache afterwards. It was just one of those things that I just grew up knowing and it was fun and I never really had any bad connotations on it. Like honestly, when I started to grow up and when my parents decided to take a year off from vlogging, I kind of hit a stage of puberty where I got really awkward on camera. I feel like just that shift of like being like a fun, happy kid and shifting into a teenager, just trying to like figure it out and also being super shy was just interesting. It's not that I didn't want to be on camera. I was just like trying to figure out this new version of me because I was like a teenager who like cared what people thought all of a sudden. So that was like an interesting transition. But I think once I kind of got over that little bit of fear of like, oh no, like now I care what people think of me, that's when I started making my own vlogs on my own YouTube channel. You guys, all I'm gonna say is I was born to be a YouTuber. I really was, because for the longest time, I literally begged my parents to let me start a YouTube channel, and they didn't until I was like 13. I remember we were in Hawaii. I remember so vividly. I had just got done watching my friend Tambry and Riley. They had a YouTube channel. It was like just a fun thing they did in middle school, and I remember they had a YouTube channel, and I was watching their videos, and I was like, I am meant to be doing this. Like, why can't I be doing this? I just made a video. I made a video in our Airbnb. I edited it. And then I went up to my parents and I was like, please let me post this. I will do anything. I had like a whole contract listed out on my notes app. I was like, I will show you every single video before I post it. I will make sure I do not show anything or do anything bad. Like, I will not swear. And I think they felt my desire for this so strongly that they were finally like, okay, we trust you. Like, you can start a YouTube channel. That was the best day of my freaking life. I remember I posted it and I was jumping up and down, twirling. I was so happy. I was literally in Hawaii, but I could care less because I was just happy to be posting on YouTube. Like, that sounds so spoiled. I know, I'm so sorry, but I was just so excited. I started filming skits. I started filming like Q&As. I don't know what it is about me. Like, I didn't really understand it at that age, my freaking desire to create and to just connect with people online. But now that I'm older, I'm realizing how much, like, I don't think you guys understand. I was literally the happiest girl in the world. I feel like over the years, YouTube has changed for me in the way that, like, it used to be something that just was like fun and like here we are, like we're doing it, and it was just like kind of something that happened, and now it's something that I actively choose to do. And it's like I am so grateful for the foundation I have in my family vlogging channel years, because without it I wouldn't be where I am today. I literally get to live in LA. I get to live my dream life because of the foundation in that. I would not change my past for anything, because like it literally made me who I am today. I am genuinely the luckiest girl in the world. And with that being said, I still feel so much empathy towards people that did not want to grow up on a family vlog channel, and I feel so much compassion for those that did not have that choice growing up in a family vlog channel because their parents just did it without them even caring what their kids thought. My parents were always like, if you don't want to be filmed, tell us. I always knew that if I didn't want to be filmed, my parents would genuinely respect that. There was a video my dad made about me talking about my crush. That video is called Dad Cut That Part Out or something like that, and I vividly remember telling my dad not to put that part in. Like, when it was all happening, I was like under the bed, I was yelling at my dad because I basically I told my dad how I was flirting with this boy at school, and he just happened to be filming it because he was literally going to turn the camera off but I was like dying to tell him, so I just like hurried and said it, and the camera was still recording, and so he was like, what? And then I ran away so embarrassed and so like just so like, Dad, stop, you know? And I remember I did not want him to keep it in, and then like a day later he like came and sat me down and he was like, I really will not put this in if you don't feel comfortable. But he showed me the video and he was like, but it's really cute and I would love to put it in, but I respect, like in kid terms, like he said it to me in kid terms, I'm just paraphrasing, but I do remember him asking me if I still felt comfortable. I remember I said yes because it was such a cute video, and I'm so glad I said yes because it's a really cute video, even though I was really embarrassed in the moment. But I just wanted to put that out there because the reason I felt so comfortable with him putting that clip in is because of the communication we had and him making me feel comfortable with putting that in, because we talked about it. He didn't just throw it up on the internet and was like, here, world, like watch this funny video of my daughter getting embarrassed about flirting with a boy. Like, he asked me beforehand if he could post that. And I remember that very vividly because my parents always held that accountable. They were like, if you don't want us to film you, like, let us know. And I think that that might be the problem in today's day and age, is parents are filming their kids without asking them or without communicating it with them. And although I did have an incredible experience growing up online, I do vouch for the laws that are being put into place for all of the kids that do not get a voice. My family started family vlogging out of a genuine place. My dad just did it because he enjoyed it and it was fun and we were having fun doing it. We didn't do it because we thought it would become the success that it became, you know? Like, no one else had done it before, so how would we know that it would become successful? I feel like in today's day and age, people start it because they've seen the success that it has brought, which is great, and I'm not hating on that at all, but I do think that sometimes because of that, it can come from an ingenuine place because people just want money or fame or whatever. My family didn't think that that was gonna happen. I mean, my parents didn't think that was gonna happen when it did happen, you know? It was just something that they did and it just happened to fall into place and work out. But I do think that times are different now, you know? When people start it, I hope it's because they genuinely want to create and they want to spread positivity online. With that being said, I hope I answered a lot of questions that people had. This is the last time I will speak on this topic because I just kind of want to move on, you know? I don't really want to bring it up anymore. I might like bring up like some things sometimes, like memories and stuff like that, but I feel like I've just been talking about it for so long and it's so long-winded that oh my gosh, it's 11:11, make a wish. I just want to kind of have this video be the bow around the present, kind of just like ending this chapter, because I feel like I just keep kind of bringing it up and like kind of doing interviews about it, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna like make one more video and then drop it. Like, yes, I was in a family vlog channel. I was very lucky to have the experience that I had, but now life moves on. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense in my brain. That's my favorite quote recently, because if I don't really want to explain myself, I just say like, hey, it makes sense in here. I hope that it's making sense to you. If not, that's okay too. With all that being said, if you have watched me since the Shade Tards, I love you so much. Thank you so much for still supporting me to this day. I say that a lot, but I hope you guys know how genuinely grateful I am for that. And if you are new to the channel, hi, there's a little bit of my past for you. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm so excited for the adventures and the memories we will make together. I wonder what's coming. I wonder what's gonna happen next. I am shooting a short film next week. My friend who's a writer is shooting a short film, and so I'm gonna have a part in that, which is super exciting. Any job that I get that has to do with acting, I'm so excited and grateful, because I'm like, one day when I'm making movies and I look back on this, I'm gonna be so grateful for all the things I learned when I was trying to make it, you know? You become your words, so only speak the things that you want to become, because literally your words are so powerful. Anyways, thank you for joining me today, and always, here's to the end of a chapter. Here is the story to my story. Don't forget that you are loved, and don't forget to follow your dreams, okay? Bye!